Well, since the death of Specialist Vanessa Guillen, calls for reform at Fort Hood and the larger military have grown. The biggest push for some actual change for laws through Congress in the IAMVANESSAGUILLEN Act. Tonight, 25 News reporter Jarrell Baker is live to explain how this effort is now back on. Jarrell?
Todd, the Guillen bill was never voted on when it was introduced to Congress last year. That's why the family, supporters, and many others are hoping that the bill gets voted on and passed the second time around.
No one deserves to die the way she died. No one deserves to suffer the way my sister suffered. No one. So please, advocate for this legislation.
The IAMVANESSAGUILLEN Act is back in Congress. The Guillen family, along with federal lawmakers, including Speaker Nancy Pelosi, reintroduced the bill during a press conference in Washington, D.C. Thursday.
And it will make a strong step closer to ensuring that no service member or family will ever have to endure such horror.
If passed, service members would be able to report suspected cases of sexual assault and harassment through a more confidential process, with help from the Department of Defense's Catch a Serial Offender database. Also, prosecutorial decisions would be made in the office of the chief prosecutor.
Commanders don't have legal training, so they shouldn't be making decisions about whether or not to prosecute a sexual assault.
The bill was originally introduced to Congress last year, but stalled out. Some on Capitol Hill, like Central Texas Congressman Roger Williams, are opposed to the legislation as it stands now.
There's issues in there that take too much, in my mind, take too much authority away from the military component and bring the private sector in, which I don't think is the way to do that. We have to talk about that. I don't personally think we need trial lawyers running around Fort Hood.
Despite the pushback, the family and supporters of the bill think it could get momentum this time. The legislation would also require a third-party independent investigation into sexual-related offenses and a confidential recording option for sexual harassment, allowing for a formal complaint at any time. The bill would also make sexual harassment a punishable crime under the Uniform Code of Military Justice. Live in Killeen, Jarrell Baker, 25 News.